today's vlog. It's Thursday the 17th of October. It is Chelsea's 21st birthday today as well. Although we're not talking, but anyway, if she watches this, happy 21st birthday and have a really good day. We are just heading to the dentist. Imogen is going to go and have her tooth out. She's scared. Right, Imogen?
Yes.
I don't know why I keep telling her that it doesn't hurt. I think once she's had one tooth out, she'll understand that I wasn't actually lying. Although Dave keeps teasing her and turning around and saying it kills and the needle's like massive and stuff like that. So that doesn't fill her with much confidence, and he should know better because he's terrified of the dentist, so he shouldn't really be doing that. But that's just Dave, innit? Anyway, we're gonna go in there. I don't think we'll be able to vlog in there, but saying that, it's me. I usually sneak a little bit. If I can, I will. If not, then we'll see you when we get out of there.
You alright then? Mm-hmm. Just a bit of pushing.
$3,000 whoop-whoos later.
Okay guys, we're over at the studio now. We're just gonna do some cleaning. Well, polishing actually, and bleaching because I just got real lazy and not done it since we got in here. Well, I have a couple of times, but not like a deep clean. So that's what I'm doing now, just getting it all smelling fresh and stuff. Because obviously if we want to have new babies in here, we need to keep on top of the bleaching, just keep like germs away and whatever else, and if there's polar kids that come in, just so they don't get even more polar. I can't walk around the studio and show you what I'm doing because then you'll see everything, all the decorations we put up. So we have to hide. So I'm gonna back into the kitchen so you can't see anything. Come in here and just showing you that I'm cleaning. I'm gonna finish the wallpapering. Hopefully I'm gonna get that done in a minute. I've just been hoovering. I brought the hoover from home because our hoover, well, the hoover we usually use in here, it just isn't picking up that well, and we just really needed to give it a proper hoovering in here. So I thought we'll bring ours from home and just do it with that. And then there's some paints and stuff in here that needs to go in the bin. I've just give Dave a couple of bags. It needs to go tip, so that's better. There's like picture hooks on the wall here. So I really want to get a picture in here. I'll put something there, but I really just can't think. When everything's a mess, why is it you can't think about what you really want to put there, or you can't picture it? For some reason in this kitchen, I can't picture anything that I want. But I really want to get this boxed in because it's annoying me, the electric cupboard. I just hate seeing it. It's like an eyesore. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I was thinking like the cupboard that Dave brought, maybe getting enough one of them, putting it on there, over it, or if we can get like a thinner one, either that or getting one of them and just cutting it back so it just covers it, and then just buying a different door for it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna finish cleaning. I've just done all of the pots and I need to go and clean this pan because the last wallpaper paste that I made in here, not even been here and cleaned it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean that out. And hopefully by the end of the day, before we go home, all this wallpapering will be done. Just gonna carry on hoovering in there, mopping. Then I'm gonna make me and Imogen a brew. Imogen had her tooth out, as you know. She was so brave, and to be fair, well, it didn't go the best. First time having a tooth out, it didn't go best. So she was a little bit worried, and we were like thinking whether she was going to end up going to the hospital to have this tooth removed, because when you have a big tooth at the back and you're going to have it out, you know, don't you have like the 4 roots that come off the main like part of your tooth. Well, for some reason Imogen's was like the tooth, but then the prongs that go up off the teeth were kind of rounded, so it was harder to pull it out of the gum. In the end, they had like 3 of the dentist nurses, 2 of them holding her head and 1 pulling. It was funny, but you know, it's still worrying, especially when it's your first time going for a tooth out. But she said that it didn't hurt, so don't really matter, does it? At least he got it out. and she didn't have to go to the hospital. But we'll get her to talk to you in a bit and tell you about her experience. They packed it because when they actually they had to do another x-ray because the last one didn't come back as clear as they wanted it to. So they did another one and they said there was like an air pocket where the tooth is. So they were just a little bit worried that maybe the air pocket would stay there. They do say that sometimes teeth can do that, leave like a pocket, and then when you pull the tooth out it just closes, but sometimes it doesn't. So that's when you can get like the cold tooth and you end up with like infections and stuff like that. Anyway, when they pulled it out, it closed straight away, which was really good. She did bleed quite heavily at first, not like to a point where they were worried, but it was quite heavy, like it was pouring out at first. So they packed it because they could still see like the bone from where they pulled the tooth out of the gum. So they packed that just so it don't get like a dry socket and it don't get infected or anything like that. So she's got to keep that in. Well, it usually falls out and starts dissolving on its own after about 4 days. Excuse me, I'm so tired. Aurora's not sleeping well at all. She's just been going to bed. She's going to bed at normal time and then waking up about 11 for a bottle. But then she's been waking up at like 4 o'clock and not going back to sleep at all. Just thinks it's playtime. So it's just, and I've been going to bed at stupid o'clock, so you can imagine I'm going to bed at like 1. It takes me like an hour to get to sleep. So I'm literally getting like 2 hours and then I'm up again. And I just feel like all my neck is just swelling up. And I think that's just lack of sleep. Like my body is just feeling it so much. So I really need to just get some early nights. I need to push myself and just force myself to not do anything and just go to bed. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you till later on. And in fact, I'm going to do some pictures with Aurora. I'm going to dress her up in a little pumpkin suit. I really want to go and get the same dress as what I got Penelope, but I think they only do it in like 1 to 2 years. I think it'd be too big. In fact, I got Penelope a Christmas dress yesterday and I forgot to bring it, so I'll have to message Dave and tell him to bring it so I can get some pictures of her later on. So yeah, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'm gonna get on with what I'm doing and I'll see you shortly.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Hey, hi everybody. I got my pumpkin suit on. Yay! You want it? You want the camera? Hey. Aww.
You just banged your face, didn't you? We okay now? Serious, guys, I'm okay now. I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. Yes.
Okay guys, so I just took some pictures of this little princess. I want to get a proper Halloween dress for her though, but I just went a couple in a pumpkin baby grow just because then I know I've got some. But she was so naughty. Well, she's not naughty, obviously she's a baby, but she's just so cheeky. And we had her in this basket just so I could get, it didn't really matter because I just wanted to like holding on so I could put her, sit her in a cauldron. But she's so heavy now that it just falls over, so you basically got to keep feet in front of it so she won't go flying on her face. Although she did just fall on her face, not out of this, but she was trying to crawl and get on her knees and went boom right in the front of her face, and she just bled a little bit on her thing, but she cried for like 2 seconds and then she was fine. So, but she was only on the floor. And everything's okay now, so. You're so cheeky. She's got a snotty nose again, hasn't you? Eh? Should we get a baby wipe and clean your nose? Eh? Should we get a baby wipe and clean your nose? Yeah? So I think I'm just gonna go and measure up the bits of wallpaper that I need to do and get that on the wall so it's finished, and then we're gonna go home and have some tea, and then you're gonna have a nice bath and go to Boobies Oh, you're going blurred. What you doing? She's trying to pinch like the smallest little thing on the floor, aren't you? Hey, I don't know how babies managed to find these tiny little things. So we're just gonna finish up and then we're gonna go home, have some tea, bath this little princess like I just said, and then I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do for the rest of the night. Probably do some editing because I love practicing now. I love doing the digital backdrops. It's amazing what you can create and the things you can learn to do it. I know it's like a bit of lazy photography. People think it's lazy photography, but it's not, because to be fair, there's more effort put into learning to place things or people or anything. It can be objects, like if you were doing a Halloween shoot, you can get cauldrons and stuff like that, and the smoke. And if you're doing Christmas ones, you can put cups in and magic and stuff like that. And it's learning to use all the things, like you can do fairy ones, and then you've got to learn to put the wings in and the fairy dust, and it's all complicated. It's not actually easy. You know, I'm still learning, and even though I do like some of the pictures I've done, I know that there's still faults. I can see them, you probably won't. But considering I've only been doing, how long have I been doing them now? About 2 weeks.
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years now, about 2 weeks. And to be fair, I've jumped straight into it, and I think I've done pretty well, considering I've never done them before. But there's loads of other stuff that I want to learn to do with digital photography as well. I need to learn to do fine art with it, which is like smoothing the skin, making things look creepy and old and stuff like that. And there's another thing that I want to learn. It's like when you have your face painted for Halloween, where you can buy like templates in a PNG, and you learn to mold it to the face and make it look like whatever you want your picture to look like, basically. So say it was a skeleton, you can make the child look like they've got a skeleton face on a skeleton face on, and there's so much, and it's so clever. Maybe I might do a video for my channel just showing like all different things that you can get and all different things that you can create with it. I think that might be really good, but I'll probably do it on my photography page because I've not been on it for ages. In fact, I need to change the name of that to Aurora Rose. Don't we? Yes. From Sarah Ravenscroft Photography. Although I am keeping the Sarah Ravenscroft Photography going for a while because it is more established than this one, but I've had loads of work in the Christmas shoots. I've not really done Halloween this year, and to be honest, Halloween isn't something I really enjoy at the minute, so I think that's why I took a few pictures of it. I think you've got to have the right outfits for Halloween, and just there's a lot more that needs to go into Halloween shoots because you've got to make it look and feel like it's Halloween. So, but practice makes perfect, as we always say, and you know, I will achieve eventually. Anyway, we're gonna go and do some wallpapering, so we'll see you shortly.
Soon after.
Alright guys, I've just got back home and I am about to end today's vlog. I'm going to close it a little bit earlier today because it's just all shattered basically, and it's a long vlog anyway because Sarah's been in it, so that's my reason anyway. You've only got to see my ugly face for the last portion of the vlog, a tiny piece of the vlog, in fact, the outro. So do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already, make sure you click notification bell, it does nothing, make sure you leave us a comment, they seem to be back again, and we will see you guys tomorrow because we do this every single day.